Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I want to go over the process of setting up an Automobilista 2 multiplayer session on a dedicated server. It's a pretty easy change to make and it's completely reversible. It also has the potential to offer some gains in stability and performance. I should also clarify, this video isn't to show you how to actually configure a dedicated server itself. It's merely to demonstrate how you can use existing public servers to host your own multiplayer game. If you'd like to know more about how to set up and configure the software required to turn a computer into a dedicated AMS2 server, please check the link below, which goes into a very good detail about how to do that yourself. The way the AMS2 handles multiplayer sessions by default is by peer-to-peer. One of the upsides of peer-to-peer multiplayer games is that they're really easy to set up. They don't really require any additional server to play your game with other people. In the case of AMS2, the session host effectively acts as the server. One of the downsides to this is if the session host is having performance issues, which could be related to bandwidth and latency, or even general computer performance due to the increased load of coordinating the positions of 10 to 32 cars at a time. This will affect everyone. The effects can be seen in the form of general game disconnects, rubber banding or teleporting, or erratic AI performance or behavior. And one of the ways that we can alleviate some of those issues, especially if you're hosting a game with more than just a handful of people, is by hosting the session on a computer that's dedicated for that purpose, a dedicated server. In the case of AMS2, the dedicated server is actually more of a rebroadcaster, which is just a central location for the multiplayer session to coordinate network information. By using a dedicated server, it takes the network load off of the host's machine and puts it on the shoulders of a machine which can provide better performance for sessions with higher player numbers. I'll go over how exactly to make this small configuration change, and then I'll walk through how to set up a multiplayer session using a dedicated server. So the first step is to open up your Steam library and find the game. Right-click on Automobilista 2, click Properties, and from here, this box will normally be empty. Go ahead and type in dash, and then type selectDS. And that's it. You're done. Go ahead and click the X, and from there, you can go ahead and launch the game if you'd like to give it a shot. Now we'll go ahead and walk through exactly how this works and how easy it is. Okay. Now that we're into the game, we'll go ahead and click multiplayer. Then we're going to be clicking create new once it's done looking for sessions here. Okay, click create new. At this point, you're brought to pretty much the same screen that you'd normally be brought to. It's just the configuration screen that gets popped up before the lobby. So we configure it as we normally do. Go ahead and give it a name. Test F3 server. Go ahead and click save. From there, if we want to, we can, I don't know, add some AI or take some away. Set our opponent skill levels, aggression. And then once we've configured this the way that we want to, go ahead and just click start. Normally, this is where it would take you to the lobby screen. And then at that point, people would normally join the game. As you can see, that's not what happened here. What's happened is it's brought us to a list of different servers that are available in one way or another to be connected to. So if we look through the list, we can see different servers here. This one in particular looks like it's a better connection. The reason that it is a better connection is that, is because this is my personal server actually. Now, just because this is my personal server, you don't necessarily need to have your own server in order to take advantage of this sort of ability. A lot of these servers that are out there can be used. I tend to stay away from the league servers, but as you can see here, this is a particular public server. But anyway, since I have my own server, I'll go ahead and click on that. And then we're brought to the very familiar screen of the lobby screen. So from here, if we wanted to, we could, change the map or the car and class, depending on how things are configured. However, that's about all that you can configure. This is similar to, it's the same as the lobby screen from a peer-to-peer session. Anything else needs to be configured before you hit that screen. Okay, after that, if anyone else was to join this particular session, you'd start your vote to start here. We'll go ahead and let it count down, load into it. And I should also say that at that lobby screen, when it hits that particular lobby screen, at that point, the game is available to join, or it should be available to join. So any of your buddies that want to go ahead and join that game, or anybody that's in the public, so you can see that we've gone ahead and joined here with their particular AI that we've selected. But that's pretty much it. It's not very difficult, and the benefits of having a dedicated server for things like this can really only help things, especially if you're running more than just a handful of people. So hopefully this helps people out and helps with a little bit of the performance issues for particular people. I know it was able to help for myself. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. All right, see you in the next one.